Good to have you back. The I-Team's Faking the Grade investigation clearly is getting results. It's also attracting the attention of district council. In fact, a couple of council members used our reports to grill the D.C. Public Schools chancellor. The I-Team's Nathan Baca has been breaking these stories, and he's with us in the studio again this afternoon with an update. Nathan?
Well, Dave, the D.C. Council is demanding D.C. Public Schools look into changing their student tracking system and create an exit exam for high school students as soon as possible. But before those ideas were discussed, the council asked tough questions.
One of the D.C. Council's first topics, what our investigation revealed Monday.
An investigative report from WJLA revealed a recording of a DCPS principal telling teachers that the DCPS central office pressured principals to pass more students.
We revealed a secretly recorded conversation with Roosevelt State High School's principal in 2015, directing teachers to ignore DC attendance law.
Here's the thing, we have to pass and promote. If we are not, what are we here for? I'm sitting in the meeting telling the chancellor, you got to give me more resources. I can't sit in the meeting with the chancellor and I'm looking stats in red.
A clear indication of widespread fraud in DCPS that was only brought to light because of investigative journalism.
Chancellor Wilson, sitting alongside the state superintendent and head of the charter school board, explained his reaction to the recording.
I learned that of the recording shortly before, a few days before it aired. And I understand that there was some things that were said in 15-16. I have communicated to all of our leaders, including Principal Young, what our expectations are numerous times. I can say that I've never told people to do anything other than what they're expected to do. And so I know I've never done that, and I can't speak to what happened before I got here.
But the council made it clear to public school leaders they haven't seen the last of them.
The mayor told us at the mayor council breakfast that the investigation is finished. No, the investigation has just started. It has just started.
We also got the first admission by the state superintendent that the FBI is looking into allegations of faking the grade and that the superintendent is cooperating. So it's just growing in size.
Interesting, I think, to hear Mary Che, who has a reputation for being kind of a firebrand, but also a dogged investigator. They are saying that the investigation is just getting started.
Right.
The notion being that council is not going to let the mayor sort of dictate the terms of where this probe goes.
It was eye-opening because for the first time in this investigation, you had Chairman David Grosso have all three of those witnesses, including the chancellor, raise their right hand and swear that they were going to tell the truth under perjury. Grosso saying, in effect, like he wished he didn't feel that he had to do this, but he did it anyways.
The chancellor is in kind of a bind here. A lot of this at least started not on his watch. It always sort of comes down to whoever is in that chair when the story breaks, and that's how it's liable to be remembered, and the case will move ahead on its merits. But in the meantime, he wasn't really wrong when he said a lot of this didn't happen on my watch.
What was interesting was that the chancellor was saying, I can't answer for things that happened before, but yet you had the council saying, in effect, you can, because you still have some of the same central office people, all the people underneath them that were still working in administration, they're still there. So you can still hold those people accountable, even though Chancellor Wilson didn't come in until February 2017, the same office of the administrative office is still intact from Kaya Henderson in many cases.
We're looking at sort of the very top of this scandal, but I'm wondering if down here at the bottom, in the schoolhouse, in the classroom, are things changing? Is there a different perspective on this? You've heard a lot of, we have to get the message out, you're supposed to go to school. Sort of begs the question, do you really have to do that anymore? But maybe you do.
Well, it's interesting now because, especially just take Ballou High School, what happened at the center there. Counselors are meeting with each and every Ballou student, each high school senior, and saying, this is what you need to graduate. This is exactly the rules. This is what you need to do. If you don't, you will fail. whereas before it was all about passive promote. Now the chancellor is saying, the new chancellor is saying, if you don't follow by these rules, you will fail. So it will be interesting to see the numbers.
Yeah.
We could see a dip in numbers because it's more accurate as far as the record keeping goes now.
And it's all because of some really good investigative journalism led by our I-Team's Nathan Baca. Nathan, thanks so much. It's good to have you with
Thank you.
us.